Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed delegates and distinguished guests, it is a brief introductory note about our guest, Ms. Mai.
I'm honored to welcome Dr. Nông Thị Như Mai, an esteemed scholar in logistics, supply chain management, to our workshop session. With a PhD in business administration, from International University Vietnam, she brings extensive expertise from her roles in academia and industry. Dr. Mai's impressive academic journey, diverse teaching experience, and valuable industry insights promise to enhance our discussion and inspire us all. Join us in extending a warm welcome to Dr. Mai.
Thank you, Shani. We welcome you, Professor Mai. Now I'd like to call upon Ms. Shirley Jim to give a brief introductory note about our next guest, Professor Phuong.
On behalf of SSM School of Management, staff and students, I am extremely honored to welcome our esteemed speaker, Dr. Nguyen Phuong, Lecturer, Department of Management, Royal Melbourne Institute of Technology, Vietnam. She holds a PhD from AIT Thailand and an MBA from the University of Northampton, UK. Her chief academic contributions are in areas such as women and work, female leadership, SDGs, digital transformation, and innovation. With a wealth of experience and expertise, she brings a unique perspective that I'm sure will enrich our academic endeavors. Once again, we welcome you, Dr. Phuong, to SSM School of Management, and we are thrilled to have you on board. We look forward to learning from you. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for a warm welcome, and student came to see us last night at midnight, and very glad you guys came to pick up us. And we have a pleasant journey from here. Beautiful campus, very green. The air is fresh, not like the other one that we all know. But yeah, very nice here, and of course, all the hospitality. Welcome. And a lovely breakfast. So thank you, everyone. We hope that yeah, feel free to ask us any question, and we're very happy to see the faculty and the students. Yeah, so thank you very much.
So it will be an interaction session. You can start questions. Start with
Okay, so while we wait for your questions, so now I introduce something about myself first. Okay, yeah, firstly, I am impressed by the campus. Okay, it's so big. In Vietnam, we have lots of campuses, but each one is quite small. Just some small buildings. Yeah, and actually for some campuses in Vietnam, we don't have canteen or we don't have graveyard for students. So I think okay, I love your campus. Although this is the first time, this is my first time. This is your university, and my major in my university is logistics and supply chain management. Okay, and I'm a vice head of logistics department. So in case you have any questions related to our jobs, our majors in our university, so you can raise questions. Maybe, okay, my information will help you know more about Vietnam, know more about okay, the way students in Vietnam study, or know more about okay, the specific majors in Vietnam. Okay, so welcome for your questions. So, do you have any questions for us? Has any questions?
Hello, ma'am. Welcome to India. We would like to know like how the University of Vietnam like functions, how is the education system there, how is the MBA curriculum, and how things go there. Yeah.
So in Vietnam, there's a two system, it's either private university or public university. So Dr. Mai is a public university, one of the biggest and oldest one out of the Australian Vietnamese side. RMIT has been in Vietnam for 22 years, and we have the largest MBA program in Southeast Asia, international MBA program, not local, it's the biggest international MBA program. The MBA, I teach the MBA also. So there we have the policy is the classroom maximum 35 participants. Therefore, we can cater to every student needs. And also we have very strong connection with the industry. Every course must have that connection. Either we have a guest speaker or we have a case study that directly connect with a local company. So the student have the sense, they have the feel, or they have the chance to practice, to actually feel that, okay, and whatever they work on their project, we will send back to the company, to the CEO, so he can have the feedback. So that is the experience of, if you take an MBA in RMIT Vietnam. Dr. Mai is more experienced with the public system. In my university, there are also MBA programs as well as PhD programs. And for MBA programs, students have to study in 2 years. The first year, they have to study some courses related to the major, their majors. And in the second year, they do project, yeah. And they have 6 months to do the projects, and then the remaining time will for the faculty to evaluate. And we also have some programs in connection with foreign university, for example, in England or Australia or America. So it means that students can get 2 degrees at the same time, one in Vietnam and one in foreign university. And I say that so in the future, my university and your university will have a chance to have one program together in graduate or postgraduate. Yeah.
Yeah, for your information, as SMU Delhi is already signed MOU with Dr. Mai's University, and we already have a faculty exchange. We will have another faculty exchange program where faculty from Delhi will go to Ho Chi Minh City, to a university, and then vice versa. And then we hope that in the future we can have a student exchange. And who knows, if we can further collaborate for the SSN Chennai and SMU Chennai also. Then we have a lot more choices for you guys. Because this time, starting from this year, traveling between Vietnam and India a lot. And all the flights are full. And by this time I come back to India, everybody's telling me that, oh, they know someone who has been to Vietnam. Do you know anyone been to Vietnam yet? No? Okay, maybe it's time. This is my second time in India. This is my second time in India. The first time I visit SMU. Because we, as Dr. had just said, because we have signed MOU together. So, okay, I visit SMU it's like exchange student and lecturers. So I hope that in the future, my university also have collaboration with your university.
Hello, ma'am. You said that it will be around 35 to 45 students per classroom. So what is the student composition? Like it will be only Asian students or it will be international students? The classroom composition.
Are you talking about undergrad or MBA?
Both.
In the past, some students come to our university to study, but they have to study in Vietnamese. Yeah, in Vietnamese. But okay, in the future, we also have some programs for international students come to study in English. Yeah, and it's our strategy, and it's also our plan to do that maybe next year. And we also have some international programs which study in English. Yeah, because we have many programs collaborate with foreign university in the world. So students have to study in English. So in case foreign students want to study in Vietnam, they can study in my university. Yeah. Often especially I'm not sure about the South. The other part of India, people like to go to UK, US, because we always look west. Even the PM is saying that it's time to look east, right? So further collaboration between global South and global South. India looking east. In terms of military, India has been looking east for a long time. We have very strong military connection. We have Navy practice between Vietnamese Navy and Indian Navy. We send our ships together a few times a year. So we have very strong connection. In terms of commercial, Adani then is building many ports in Vietnam. So Dr. Mai is specialist in port, logistics port. And have you heard of so electric cars manufacturer just got listed in New York Stock Exchange a few months back, November last year. So it's come from Vin Group. It's our biggest. It's like your Armani. So in Vietnam we have Vin Group. So Vin Group has a company named VinFast. VinFast is specialized in producing electric cars only. And they do everything start as we are speaking. Right now they are recruiting people to work for them in Google. So we will open a big factory. So the CEO, the chairman of Vin Group, I just met I've done it a few months back. So they will be back. I think it's in Hyderabad. I think it's in Hyderabad. So in terms of trading, commerce, Vietnam is semester studying in Vietnam will give you that niche, right? You have that competitive advantage, because more and more trade will hopefully happen in two countries. But in terms of culture, we actually have a lot of connection that we don't know. I think about 10th century, 9th, 10th century, South, the Tamil Nadu, the South Indian king actually came to Vietnam. We know the Angkor, right? So after they built the Angkor, they went to Vietnam. So there's a lot of Shiva temples in Vietnam. Even right downtown in Ho Chi Minh City, there are two big temples. One dedicated to Amma, Ganesha's mother, and one dedicated to Ganesha's brother. So these two big temples are right downtown. So, and then if you go there, you will see that we have a lot more connection in terms of religions, in terms of culture. I think for some reason, we lost that connection for a while. Maybe because of the war happened in Vietnam, which is a long time already. Okay. It's very safe, extremely safe in Vietnam, very safe. You can go out at midnight and have a party with friends, no problem. As single woman, you can just walk on the street by yourself. It's that safe. Okay? So we grow up and go everywhere by ourselves. Never get escorted or accompanied by anyone. So Vietnam is a good choice if you want to consider. Hopefully we can have further connection in terms of as an institution. Let's see. Hopefully. Yeah? Okay. Thank you. Any more questions? Yes, please.
Morning, ma'am. I'm Rakesh. Ma'am, it was very heartening to hear from you the cultural relations between that you had highlighted between India and Vietnam. I would like to. Ma'am, as you said that India is also involved in developing a lot of developmental projects in Vietnam, and we both are collaborating at various levels. My question would like to specifically pertain with respect to the supply chain resilience, especially after the COVID disruptions and a lot of geopolitical tensions that we have witnessed in the few years. The entire globe, especially India and a lot of other global south and global east, are talking about decoupling and supply chain resilience in the entire world, because if we are going to get focused on just one country or one supply chain, then if there is any disruption, then a lot of problems occur to a lot of other countries. So what do you think, what are the ways that India, Vietnam and other even Southeast Asian countries can collaborate towards this supply chain resilience initiative that has cropped up in recent years?
Yeah, this is a very hard question to answer. Because this, I think, so this is the question, yeah, not for individual like us. The government has lots of programs, okay, to develop supply chains in each industry. And that's how and government industry is one of the biggest. And the government, Vietnamese government, okay, spend lots of budget on building and on improving the supply chain of this industry. Yeah, from the source Let's mean from upstream to downstream. Yeah. It means that for enterprises only or for individual only, we cannot make the supply chain of one industry better. But we need the help of government and we need the help of associations. Yeah. So tomorrow we have conference, right? And I also have a presentation about this topic. Yeah, barriers to apply Industrial 4.0 to like improve supply chain capacity. So I hope that you will join that conference and we have more time to answer the questions related to the supply chain.
Good morning, ma'am. This is Yuvadevi. So, with respect to supply chain, there are many emerging terminologies like digital supply chain and green supply chain. So, do you have any specialized course in your university to do that? And with respect to India, we always have a gap between what we learn versus what the industry demands. Is it the same in Vietnam, or do you have anything like any other thing to be done?
Yeah. Okay, thanks for your question. Because as I have just introduced, I'm a vice head of logistics department. So my duty is to build a program. That means the curriculum for my university in terms of supply chain and logistics major. And you know that to build the curriculum for logistics and supply chain management, so I have to invite enterprises, in the field, cooperate with my university to build the curriculum so that students, when they graduate from university, they have practical knowledge and they can do the task. They can fulfill the task immediately. That means that no gap between industry and textbook only. Yeah, and during in the curriculum, we have many courses that we invite enterprises. We invite specialists from logistics and supply chain companies come to give lecture and come to share the information about the industry, so that the student can get updated information or knowledge about the industry. And besides that, we also have lots of field trips for students to visit, for example, to visit the ports to know how they operate. Okay, and it means that we provide students practical knowledge. Okay, and for all the course, we teach to 70% or sometimes 50% will study in theory, and then the remaining will be student can have, as I have just mentioned, have field trip or will invite specialists come to share. It means that for each course, students both have theory and practical knowledge. Yeah.
So can I add something here? So I teach general management and innovation management, design thinking. So let me share this experience as a person who teach. So many of you are first year, right? You are feeling that I'm just learning too many theories. That is the feeling that every first year student has. Okay. Now, why we as professor we have to teach you theories? Does it have anything to do with practice? What do you think? No? It has nothing to do with practice? Where do the theories come from? What do you think? Yes, so you are learning management theories. Where do they come from?
Some applications.
Pardon?
Applications. It's learned from. In practical, only we know about few applications. In theory, there will give it multiple applications. For example,
Okay. But
case studies.
okay, imagine some of the person who wrote the management theories that you know. How do they know that they write? Yes. Observation experience. Where do they observe? Surrounding? In practice? Where? In the office? Right? In the company, right? Then, why you say you just study theory and has nothing to practice? Think again. All the big management theories, Henry Fayol, even William Smith, that you study, it's just that not that he just sit and think. They have to go and observe what's happening in the factories. Remember the industrial 1 and the industrial 2? They have to go observe. And therefore, they wrote those management theories that you are learning. Okay? So if you learn, I know you are first year frustrated. It's frustrating, sorry. You feel frustrated, it's frustrating, you don't see the point. Why I'm learning too much? No? These theories only because it's coming from the observing what's happening in the business. Yeah? So that is the foundation. So you will later on in the program, the second year, third year, you will feel the connection because you have that strong foundation. How can you build? Am I saying something? Yes. Questions, guys?
Hello. So, hi, ma'am. This is my question is to Ms. Mai. So, ma'am, you are in the logistics sector. So, in Vietnam, how huge is the gig platform in the logistics sector? And do you think this business model is going to sustain over the years?
Once again,
How big is the gig platform in the logistics sector? Do we have any gig platform in the logistics sector in Vietnam? And
platforms,
gig, like people just through mobile phones they just get driver for like you grab Uber, you gig platform.
platforms.
So you mean do you mean that or in the industry only?
Is there presence, and if there is presence, how huge is it? And do you think this model is going to sustain over the years?
Okay, so you mean that because I don't catch your question.
So there are no
Yeah, I think that for technology, so Vietnam just behind India. We also, we also apply the big platform into all activities. Yeah, and it also depends. It also depends on the scope of the companies, the scope of the industry. Yeah, and you know that for some big companies, they have different platform in their company to run their business. Yeah, but you know that there is a practice that we can there's a practice that 98% of Vietnamese enterprises are small and medium, has small and medium size. So actually these companies they are all we don't mention that one because it's too big. And for all the companies in Vietnam, they are trying to apply the platform into their companies. And actually, this is from the government's launch. We have to into the yeah. And yeah, Vietnam in internet.
You have that basically platform digital certificate basically post edited video
Actually, we have so my question is to Dr. Phuong. Since innovation is you know, may I know how you incorporate innovation in management? Very much. It's all about how we train business managers to think in a way that promote creativity, competition, innovation, and management skills. Leave the technical for the engineers.
was a big question. Okay, interestingly, let me say something that is being more relevant to something you can relate to. So Vietnam is a communist country. And the communist country and the former communist country, you will realize the surprise is in fact that gender pay gap is very low, gender equality is very good, women participation in the workforce is really high. So just check, just open your phone and Google women participation in the workforce India. Check what is happening. Workforce for India. You should check using the UN website. 37 women. Say 60-40. It's very good. Right? I think today probably 50-50 in this room. Probably 50-50 or 60. The female. Okay. There's one thing that I'd like to address today. Something happening, it's only work. Okay. The events around me, girls got sent to education, higher education. Okay? But by the time they get married, and you have your first child, drop out of the work. So many of our friends, of course, all highly educated, all PhD, but their wife just gave up the career after having a child. It's so hard. You want to build your career. I'm still struggling to know why. Okay, but in Vietnam we don't have that question at all. Just what? I still don't know. I mean, to don't forget
happening during my career. So, okay, during this day, he has to take care of, okay, our baby. Yeah, I only want to share that to say that, in Vietnam, yeah, female, they devote also their career.
Good morning, Mark. This is Jyotika. So my question is, if a company wants to expand its supply chain, what are the factors it should consider?
You repeat your
Mark, if a company wants to expand its supply chain with what factors should that
I think the most important thing is that there is language. Language. The next thing is knowledge. And okay, I can say that there are internal factors that we can improve by ourselves. Yeah, and I can take the case of Vietnam. You know that in my universities, student, because my dean, my university, the dean of my university have a policy that all students and all teachers, all lecturers in the university have to use English. They have to use English when we communicate with each other in the campus. They only go to work, they can reach the requirements of the written. Yeah, and for the knowledge, our aim, our purpose is to the student can have the total knowledge, and then it's easier for them to get along when they graduate from university. So for your question, I think the first include knowledge, and knowledge here just means the industry knowledge, and
Thank you, Professor. This was an interactive session, so the session is over. Thank you, everyone.
everyone.